Welcome back to Explaining Everything, the channel where we dive into the stories and mysteries behind everyday things. Today's question comes from one of our animal-loving viewers, Naysayer98. Thanks for the suggestion, Naysayer. You asked, how do horses sleep standing up? It's a fair question. If you or I tried to sleep while standing, we'd be on the floor in seconds, possibly with a concussion. But horses? They make it look easy. It's almost like they were designed by someone who wanted them to be ready at all times, like a car that never fully turns off. So, how do they do it? Do they have built-in kickstands? Are they secretly just really good at micro naps? And most importantly, do they ever just fall over? Stick around, because we're about to break down the weird and wonderful world of horse sleep, right here on Explaining Everything. The short answer to how horses sleep standing up is something called the Stay Apparatus, which sounds like a piece of gym equipment, but is actually a biological feature in their legs. The Stay Apparatus is a system of tendons and ligaments that lets horses lock their legs in place with minimal effort. Think of it like putting your knees on autopilot. This keeps their joints from collapsing while they snooze, so they don't just face plant in the middle of a nap. If you've ever had a long day and thought, man, I wish I could just sleep right here, standing up. Well, congratulations, you have something in common with a horse. Except they actually can do it. But here's the catch. This is only light sleep. It's like when you're trying to nap in an airplane seat. Sure, you can, but it's not exactly restful. For deep sleep, horses actually do need to lie down. Horses do lie down to sleep, but they don't do it for long, and the reason is pure survival instinct. In the wild, lying down for extended periods makes them vulnerable to predators. A horse that's chilling on the ground isn't exactly in prime run-for-your-life mode, so they try to avoid it unless they feel really safe. Because of this, horses have an interesting strategy. They take turns sleeping. In a group, some will stand guard, while others lie down for a quick REM cycle. It's basically a military-style rotation, but with more hay. That means if you ever see a horse lying down, don't panic. It's not broken. It just really needed some quality sleep. Speaking of REM sleep, do horses dream? Yes. When a horse is fully relaxed, you might see its legs twitching, which suggests it's dreaming. Now, we don't know exactly what horses dream about, but it's fun to guess. Maybe they dream about running through endless meadows. Maybe they dream about eating the biggest pile of carrots in existence. Or maybe, just maybe, they dream about finally understanding why humans insist on putting tiny hats on them. Either way, horses do need REM sleep, and if they don't get enough of it, things start to go wrong. Much like humans, horses can suffer from sleep deprivation. And a sleep-deprived horse is not a graceful horse. When a horse doesn't get enough REM sleep, it can start to nod off uncontrollably, even while standing. In severe cases, this can lead to sudden collapse, which is as dramatic as it sounds. Imagine walking through a barn and suddenly seeing a horse slowly tipping over like a very tired tree. Not exactly the majestic image we usually associate with them. This is why it's important for domesticated horses to have a comfortable place where they feel safe enough to lie down. Otherwise, you end up with a very cranky, very clumsy animal that might just fall asleep mid-gallop. So, can humans develop a stay apparatus and learn to sleep while standing up? Sadly, no. Our knees just aren't built for it, and if we tried, we'd end up on the floor faster than you can say, "bad idea." That said, some people have trained themselves to sleep standing up. Monks, soldiers, and extremely determined commuters. But for the average person? Not happening. Horses, on the other hand, have mastered this skill. They've been sleeping efficiently for millions of years, while we're still out here trying to function on 5 hours and an energy drink. So, what have we learned? Horses have a built-in leg locking system that lets them sleep standing up, but this is just light sleep. For full deep REM sleep, they actually do need to lie down, but only for short periods, because being on the ground for too long is risky. That's why they take turns sleeping in groups, like a team of very organized nappers. They also dream, which means there's a good chance some horses out there are having nightmares about being turned into unicorns against their will. But if they don't get enough sleep, they can suffer from sleep deprivation and even collapse. So making sure a horse has a safe place to rest is crucial. Unfortunately, humans don't get to enjoy the luxury of the stay apparatus, which means we're stuck needing beds, pillows, and way too much caffeine. But at least now, you know why horses can do something we never will. Nap like a pro, even on their feet. If you enjoyed this and are now just learning that horses nap while standing up, make sure to like and subscribe. And hey, if you have suggestions for our next video, feel free to share them in the comments below. We'll be sure to give you an acknowledgement for your contribution. Thank you for tuning in, and join us next time here in the channel that answers all the why, what, who, where, and how questions you've always wondered about, here on Explaining Everything.